Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today, we are going to review our debt and where we are in our debt-free journey. If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. Usually, it is about stuffing money, stashing money. It is about sinking funds, saving challenges. But one day a month, I come through and I look at my debt to see where we are. If any of that is of interest to you, please take a second, push subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And everyone take a second. Oh, smash that thumbs up button. Piece of paper flew. All right, let's get started. I use a tracker from the Budget Mom. We currently have four debts and my daughter's car. We track my daughter's car because I'm on the loan. Other than that, we have four major debts. We have a mortgage, I have a car payment, I have a student loan payment, and we also have cell phone payments. And all of that roughly added up at the end of February, the beginning of March, all of a sudden my brain couldn't process, to $146,476. And it's just really exciting to watch that number continually decrease. It feels like just yesterday that number was at 200,000 plus. So it's really nice to watch and see it go down. We are intentionally working on paying off our debt. There are many methods you can use. You can just make minimum payments. There's nothing wrong with that. You can make what's called a debt avalanche, where you work on paying the bill with the highest interest. You can work on a debt snowball, the one with the lowest payment. You can just randomly, willy-nilly, put money wherever you'd like to help bring yourself down. It really doesn't matter. What works for you is what works for you. We currently are following the debt avalanche method. The debt avalanche is where you pay off the bill with the highest interest rate. So for us, that is my student loan. It is almost 6% interest. My car is at just under 3.5% interest. Our cell phones are at 0, and the mortgage is going to come farther down the road. It really is not in the debt snowball or the debt avalanche right now, but even if it was, it would be it's just under 4.5%. So it would go student loan, mortgage, but we are holding that one off right now and really just focusing on these three: student loan paid off, my car paid off, and then our cell phones paid off. So just trying to pay as little money as possible. And that's what the debt avalanche does for you. If you need to see goals, if you need to see small things add up and make those accomplishments along the way, I would strongly suggest that you do the debt snowball, where the one that has the lowest balance is the one that you pay off first, regardless what that is. And the way that you pay things down faster, guys, is by adding extra money to whatever that bill is. For example, my student loan, the payment is $230. If that's all we made on my student loan payment, we'd be paying for the next 20 years. 20 years, $230. I don't want to pay them that anymore. So we are truly attacking it with a vengeance. There are lots of other ways we could say that, but that's what we are doing to my student loan. So let's get into what payments we have made for everything. So the mortgage we make, it's typical $1,225 payment. My car is a $370 payment. The student loan, like I said, it is only a $230 payment, but because we are attacking it and trying to make it go away as fast as we possibly can, this month's payment was $2,040. My daughter's car, we'll talk about that in a second. And the cell phones, we just make the basic minimum payment on them, which is $65.42. My daughter decided one are getting ready to have a baby. They're looking at buying a home. They live in a townhome right now. They're looking at changing it out and getting a house so that they can have a yard for the dog, for the baby, and everything like that. So they have reprioritized where their monies are going. And guys, they paid her car off. So this month we made a $1,127.44 payment. It's actually a little more than that just due to interest, but her car, guys, it is $0. Love it for her. So I will not be tracking that anymore. It is one loan gone out of my debt. Yay! Our cell phones with that 0% interest really do come down $65.42. So our new balance on here is $744.34. Then come the big three. My student loan, the car, and the mortgage. So we will start with the mortgage. We are down to $115,482.12. That, I know I made a $1,200 payment, but guys, when you own a home, you have to pay interest, you have to pay principal, and you have to pay an escrow account to pay for taxes and such. So only like 400 of it, not even 400 of it comes off of the principal. That's okay. We will work on paying down the mortgage at a later time. My car goes down roughly $350 every time, so it is now at $8,478.80. And then the student loan. So I have been really enjoying seeing all of the huge chunks that we keep coming off. The last payment I made, guys, we are under $18,000. Guys, reality, about 10 years ago, I got a master's degree through private education that was all done online. I paid roughly $35,000. 10 years after the loans were out, I still owed them $35,000. And when we went into the pandemic, COVID, and they put a pause on interest rates, I continued to make payments here and there and began to bring down my student loan. And I was like, for the first time, oh my gosh, I think there might be light at the end of the tunnel. Well, when the pandemic, or when the student loan moratorium finally came to an end, we decided that this was the one we were going to knock out. Before that, we were really doing a great job at knocking out my car, bringing it down as fast as we could, and now it is that student loan, and we are under $18,000, guys. We have made it to $17,916.13. At the rate we are going, again, I always say this, pending nothing happens, the student loans will be gone by November. Every extra penny, not every extra, but almost every extra penny we get goes where? It goes into paying off my student loan so we can be rid of that atrocious bill. All right, so you know what I didn't do? I did not calculate how much my total payments were. Silly me. All right, so let's do that real quick. 1125,370,2040, 112744, and 6542. All right, payments, wrong color. Payments this month, we made a total of $4,727.86. Yay, love it. Now, when I do add all of these together, and I cannot just subtract this from this because of interest, really stinks and really sucks, but that's okay. When we go into going into April, the beginning of April, guys, we are down to $142,621.39. I think next month, I think we'll be under 140. This whole process is beginning to get really exciting for me. Watching the huge chunks come down now that we are intentionally working on paying down my debt, I love it. I love it. This just excites me. I cannot wait until we are down to 115,000, maybe by then 114,000 on what we owe the house, and that's really it. I look forward to that day. If you have any questions, please drop it in chat below. If you just want to say hey, drop that in chat too, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.